sis, go that, this time, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me.
They hit my designer for sneaks, double dip mine in the bleach. I'm Blanco for sure, I'm popping down Miami Beach. Pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the office shit. Beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there. I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that. I call up Cohen, Brianna, been parking the top P box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Fund. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, And I'm Mike, switching out the character, the strip is like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased because I'm only at the top. But you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased.
Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that. Please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Left wrist, go that, right wrist, go that, necklace, go that, sis, go that, this time, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't get the dark, cause the feds on it. Don't get the dark, cause the feds on it.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year, with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much, as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. You talk about this Washington defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today, because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now 2nd and 9. On play action, now Carr. His throw incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Carr to throw.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this is 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On second down, here's Carr.
He connects with Hyatt.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Here's 2nd and 7.
To throw his Carr.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their own 43.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop it.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On the move past the 40, and down right around the 37. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third down and 1. They'll run with Gibson.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
This time they'll throw it with Howell.
Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2nd down. Howell now.
And it's caught.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. His throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 37-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howe.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Jahan Dotson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 43, here's a second down and 6.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he works free. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
73 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Powell trying to pick it up on 3rd. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, 37 yards. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead.
Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Here's Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the draw, it's Gibson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do
it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Carr.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 25-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On the counter, Gibson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run. 1st level being the D-line and linebacker. 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
This 2nd and 4. the middle with Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll go to Barkley again. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Barkley. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Barkley, inside handoff. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Once more, Gibson.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 146 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A give running right, Gibson.
Room here to run. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied.